Hey everybody, just trying to get a look at my rubber lip pleco here, cleaning the glass on my 40 breeder. It's a pretty interesting looking fish. I'm trying not to talk too much. I don't want to scare it away. They usually dash and dart and hide. You can see another one of them over there on the Anubias. I think these are actually Clown Plecos, not rubber lip plecos, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. The one I'm looking at over on the Anubias we just saw definitely has sort of striped markings down its back, but it's still a really dark color overall, and that gives me the impression that it's a rubber lip. There, it just went dashing by in the background. Looks very much like a rubber lip, but I do believe I put a couple of Clown Plecos in here, so I think that's what we're looking at. And my pike cichlid there in the background has a knack for getting in the camera shot here. Has done a good job of it. So while we're looking at this, I can give you a brief update. I still have not seen that sick rainbow fish that was in here for a while. It was getting sicker and sicker, and I just don't see it anymore. So presumably it did die. It probably got stuck and wedged underneath of something and either just deteriorated away completely, or the other fish in the tank might have devoured it by now. And then when I did my around the world update the other day, we discovered a Corydoras in the tank that was not doing well, and I just pulled that out of the tank today, and it was still alive, but it was swimming in corkscrews and it kept getting stuck underneath the things, and it was pretty much not going to survive much longer. So I pulled it out of the tank and euthanized it, flushed it on down to the great beyond. So that Cory is no longer in the tank, and I'm almost certain that that sick rainbow fish, these are your basic Australian rainbow fish. I bought these from the PetSmart, not the local PetSmart I normally go to, but another one that's not too far away from me in another direction. I'm really surprised this is staying out this long with me standing right here in front of it talking like this. They usually don't even let me stand here quietly. If I don't know how they can see me from where I am, but I walk up, gently and slowly, and as soon as I get close to the tank, they, let go of the glass and they disappear down into the bushes in the bottom there. So this is kind of neat that this one's letting me get all this on video. You can see how it has a little plates of teeth. And that's what they use to scrape the glass. That's what leaves that distinctive sort of patterned scrape marks. It says ridges of teeth like that. And then that, of course, enables them to really scrape down into the grain of the wood and really scour the wood clean. Kind of hoping at this point it swims away a little bit so we can get a look at its side and find out whether this really is a rubber lip or whether or not it is indeed the Clown Pleco that I believe it is. But whether it's the Clown Pleco or the rubber lip, either one is worth their weight in gold when it comes to being part of your cleanup crew and keeping your tank clean. I know this tank looks like it's got a ton of growth in it, and it does, but you can see how the growth is kept in check. It's only in the little divots and the low spots where the growth still continues. If you look at the dark growth on the leaves there, even on the wood, it's only down in the nooks and crannies that can't get scraped that have any growth still on them. If you look at the rocks in the background, if you look at the rocks over here, if you look at the wood over there, You'd think there'd be algae growing all over everything in there, and it's simply not. And that's because of these guys. There we go. So I'm going to call that the Clown Pleco. That's very similar to the one that I saw over on the Anubias over here that dashed away earlier. And it looks very much like the rubber lip, except it's got some markings across its back. And in my experience, the rubber lips are just all that sort of greenish gray color, and they don't really have much in the way of markings at all. So that little bit of markings probably indicates that my memory is not failing me completely, and I did put Clown Plecos in this tank and not the rubber lips. So there you are. There's one look at the whole tank. I will be getting in here soon. This is kind of the next tank I've been mulling around. I really need to get in there and do some serious maintenance and really reduce the amount of plants I've got in there. Really get a lot of mulm out of there and just give it a good once-over, good spring cleaning, if you will. So there you go. Make sure you subscribe. That way you won't miss that or anything else I got coming up. You never know what it's going to be with me. So thanks for watching. Don't forget this one is my 40 breeder. I'll see you real soon in the next one.